And national polls warn the president is well behind Democratic candidate Joe Biden, but the president's pollster paints a very different picture. Richard Pollock has more from our Washington bureau.
We are here with John McLaughlin, who is President Trump's pollster. Welcome to One America News. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Richard.
What are the issues that seem to be really moving the needle at this point?
I mean, when you look at what the last month, I mean, you had Joe Biden sign a unity socialist statement with Bernie Sanders. They picked a San Francisco liberal as his running mate, Kamala Harris. They then had a Democrat convention that was negative, was really pessimistic, and was focused on the spread of the virus instead of stopping the virus from spreading. The Republican convention was positive, optimistic, hopeful, diverse, and it was a much better message.
So the national poll suggests that Biden has a very large lead, but when we look at the battleground states, that's where it's most important. And where is the state of affairs with respect to the battleground states?
You're right that it's the battleground states that matter. Today, as we're speaking, Susquehanna College comes out with a poll saying we're within 2 points of Biden in Pennsylvania. There was a Minnesota poll that had us within 3 points of Biden. Well, look what happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The president goes there after Biden's Democrat governor, who's opposing us and supporting Biden, and the mayor of Kenosha, who's a Democrat supporting Biden. After they wrote us not to come, the president goes there because it's his duty, takes care of the people that have been affected by the businesses destroyed by the rioting and looting, gets them the aid they need to rebuild, goes and meets with law enforcement, tells them what a great job they've been doing. And he had a very productive day, and people thought it was a good idea that he went. 2 days later, Joe Biden's coming out of his basement from Delaware to be in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It tells you Wisconsin is very close and in play. Biden is going to Pennsylvania. It tells you Pennsylvania is very close and in play. He's going to go to Minnesota. This is a candidate who was not traveling, and now he's finding himself playing catch-up to President Trump, going to states that the Democrats tell us that they're ahead, and these skewed media polls that skew towards the Democrats are telling us that they're ahead, but the candidate's schedule is telling us we're in a close race in those states, and Joe Biden will be in Minnesota, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin following President Trump's visits. So they know that we are doing very well, and we're in a close battle for those battleground states.
I want to talk for a moment about the enthusiasm gap. We've been seeing these flotillas and these parades for the president that appear to be spontaneous. Talk to me a little bit about the enthusiasm you're seeing in the field.
Well, if more people own boats, we'd win this in a landslide.
53% of those who you polled indicated that the president should continue to fight Washington. That was a fascinating number. Talk to me a little bit about that. It does suggest that they really back his overall plan about confronting the swamp or the bureaucrats here, and that seems to be, to a certain extent, a wind to his back. Is that right?
Absolutely true. If anything, it just steps up the opposition from the establishment in Washington, where their worst nightmare is another 4 years of Donald Trump, because they know they'll have to change, and the people in the heartland of the country will be back in control.
John, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for some of your insights here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Richard.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.